My name is Tom Mazahery. I'm an orthopedic spine surgeon at OrthoVirginia. Growing up, I had a strong interest in the sciences because my dad was a civil engineer. And so I didn't have that interaction with human beings and the interactions with patients as much as I wanted in the engineering field. So orthopedics allowed me to have both, where I could be a structural engineer, a civil engineer for the body, and yet have the interactions with human beings and have interactions and be able to help people on an individual basis. I'm an orthopedic spine surgeon, which means I take care of everything from the base of the skull all the way down to the pelvis and everything in between. We operate on the cervical spine, thoracic spine, lumbar spine. We do scoliosis work and minimally invasive spine surgery. We have very cool robotic surgery at the Reston hospital that we can incorporate into the latest techniques. We do cervical disc arthroplasty, which is the latest and greatest when treating neck problems, and we do major reconstructive work both in the neck and the lower back. The way I would describe my patient care philosophy is, what would I want if I was sitting in the patient's chair and this was my condition? What would I want to do for my family member? If this was my father, my mother, or if this was my family member and I had this specific problem, how would I want to be treated? And I treat everyone as if it's my family member. A good outcome would be if you were able to go back to your normal life and be better than when you were before you met me. So if someone comes to me, sees me, and they're now, after I've treated them, they're pain-free, they're back to their normal life, they're able to do the activities that they weren't able to do, I consider that a success. The things I like to do outside of work involves hanging out with my family. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old daughter that I like to hang out with, and we like to go outside and go to museums and do activities. And I also like to run. When I run, I'm often training for a marathon. So I just had a birthday party at my house for my 3 and 5-year-olds. And it happened that a patient that I had operated on 2 months ago was a guest of a guest. And he showed up to my house and met my family. And I didn't know he was coming. But he came and he talked to my family members. And he couldn't be more gracious and more thankful of having his life back. This is a guy who ran Ironman triathlons. And until recently, because of his spine condition, couldn't walk 5 feet without being in debilitating pain. And now he's in the moon bounce with my 3 and 5-year-olds jumping up and down. And he couldn't be any more grateful. That made my day, and that made my family's day.